Children. Today we are going to start chapter number 2 of NCERT chemistry, that is solutions. Here it is mentioned chapter number 1, and last year it was chapter number 1, as I have informed you that solid state was deleted, but now again as solid state is being introduced, so this will be treated as chapter 2 as earlier. Through this book we are going to have the description of the chapter. Let us start the chapter by the basic concepts. First thing is, as the name of the chapter is solution, so first of all let us understand what do we mean by solution. A solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more pure substances, the relative ratio of which can be changed with certain limits. So there is first term, that is homogeneous mixture. So as we all know that homogeneous mixture is a type of mixture in which the composition of the mixture remain uniform throughout the substance. So that type of solution is called homogeneous mixture, and in that homogeneous mixture we have two or more pure substances. Since the solution consists of number of substances, so it has different you can say types. Like if it has two substances, one solute and one solvent, then it will be called binary. If it has three substances, then it is called ternary. If it has four substances, then it is called quaternary, and so on. But in the syllabus of class 12th we are going to only discuss about the binary solutions. Now as you know, binary means two, so this means one solute and one solvent. We have the understanding of solute and solvent. Solute is the substance which is present in the solution in a lesser quantity, in a smaller quantity, whereas solvent is the substance which is present in the larger quantity. So let us see what is the characteristics of a solvent is given. Solvent, it is the component of the solution which is present in relatively larger portion in the solution and whose physical state is same as that of the resulting solution. For example, we are making the solution of salt and water. So salt will be the solute and water will be the solvent. It says the second point says that the solvent will be that component who will be having the same state as the resulting solution is. So if, as I said, it is salt and water, इनका जो solution बनेगा वो बनेगा salty water, and that will be liquid, right? तो out of this is solid and this is liquid. So जो solvent है उसकी जो state है, जो हमारा रिजल्टिंग सॉल्यूशन बनेगा उसकी भी वही फिजिकल स्टेट होती है. दिस मीन्स दिस, whereas solute is the component of the solution which is present in the relatively small proportions. Now on the basis of the states of the solutions, state of the components of the solution, let us talk about the types. देखेंगे there are basically three types of solution: gaseous solution, liquid solution and solid solution. gaseous solutions में जो आपका solvent होगा वो gas होगा, because ultimately जो हमारा solution बनेगा that will be in the gaseous form, whereas liquid solutions में हमारा जो solvent that will be in the liquid form, and in the same way in the solid solutions the solvent will be in the solid form. Now solute can be of different variety, like gas in gas means the solute is gas and the solvent is also gas. It is like atmospheric air. You can see air is a mixture of gases, homogeneous mixture of gases, where nitrogen is present in the larger quantity whereas the other gases are present in lesser quantity. So the example is given on almost of same kind, the mixture of oxygen and nitrogen gases, in which nitrogen is the solvent and oxygen is the solute, because oxygen is present in comparatively lesser amount. Liquid in gas, the solute is liquid and the gas is solvent. Example is chloroform mixed with nitrogen gas. Or as you know, the aquatic life is supported by the carbon dioxide and oxygen dissolved in the water. So oxygen and carbon dioxide is dissolved in water. Like aerated cold drinks, they also contain dissolved carbon dioxide in water. So that is also the example of this. Solid in gas, like camphor in nitrogen gas. So these are some examples. These are the three types of gaseous solution. Next is the type of liquid solution. Again, liquid solution is of three types: gas in liquid, liquid in liquid, solid in liquid. Gas in liquid, I'm sorry, I have informed you something reverse over here. Sorry. Here the liquid in gas. So it is chloroform mixed with nitrogen. Here it is gas in liquid. So there the oxygen dissolved in water. Apology. Then liquid in liquid, it's like alcohol mixed with water or lemon juice mixed with water. So that is liquid in liquid. Solid in liquid is simple, like salt in water, sugar in water, that way. Now solid solutions are gas in solid, liquid in solid, solid in solid. Gas in solid is like hydrogen gas in nickel, platinum, palladium. You know that this works as the catalyst for any hydrogenation reaction. So that metal absorbs hydrogen gas. Liquid in solid is like amalgam of mercury with sodium. Amalgam means the alloy of mercury. Mercury, as you know, is liquid and sodium is a solid. So mercury is mixed with sodium. Then solid in solid can be copper dissolved in liquid, like simple alloy formation where copper is mixed with gold. So these are the 9 varieties like this of the solution. So these are the types of solution. I hope this thing is clear to everyone. So next is among all the 9 types of solution, the widely studied ones are solid in liquid, liquid in liquid and gas in liquid. So these 3 types of solution we are going to discuss in the chapter in a deeper way. So we are going to start with solid in liquid solutions. Now solid in liquid, as it suggests that solid is working as a solute and liquid is working as a solvent. It is given a small amount of solute is dissolved in large quantity of solvent. If the amount of solvent is larger as compared to the solute, the solution is referred to as a dilute solution. You know that salt has been added in water. If less salt is added in large amount of water, the solution will be dilute. If large amount of salt is added in less amount of water, means comparatively lesser, then it will be called a concentrated solution. Now solutions, solid and liquid solutions are of 3 types. As you know, saturated solution is there. Saturated solution क्या होता है? At a given temperature, when no more solute can be added in the given amount of solvent. मतलब अगर आपने पानी का 1 लीटर लिया है और एक टेम्परेचर आपने फिक्स रखा है, लाइक से फॉर एग्जांपल 30-35 डिग्री सेंटीग्रेड. In that 35 degree centigrade, how much maximum amount of solute that you can dissolve in that? So if you add the maximum amount of solute in that, so after that you will find that 1 spoon, 2 spoon, 3 spoon you have added, but after a certain amount you will find that now the salt is not dissolving and sitting at the bottom of the utensil, at the base of the utensil. So you will find that now the solution is saturated. So saturated solution is the solution is said to be saturated sorry, if it holds the maximum amount of solute at a given temperature in a given quantity of the solvent. And you also know there is another kind of solution also, that is called unsaturated. Unsaturated मतलब जिसमें अभी हम we can still dissolve more amount of solute at a given temperature in the solvent. And one is there super saturated. Super saturated क्या होता है कि सुपर सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशंस वो होते हैं अगर हमारा सैचुरेटेड सॉल्यूशन बन गया है एंड एज आई हैव एक्सप्लेन्ड यू कि यू हैव एडेड certain amount of salt and water and you have got that now no more salt is getting dissolved, so that condition is saturated and the temperature is constant. Now what you can do, you can increase the temperature of this solution from 35 to, say for example, you go to 50 or 60 degrees. Then you will find the insoluble salt which was not dissolved, it has now dissolved and you can add even more amount of salt in it. So when you increase the temperature of a saturated solution, then its its solubility also increases. It can dissolve more amount of solute in it. So that is what you call supersaturated solution. So next is, what is solubility? Solubility is defined as the maximum amount of solute that can be dissolved in 100 gram of solvent at a specified temperature. The solubility of solid in liquid depends upon the following factors. आई थिंक सॉलिबिलिटी तो सबको पता है कि 100 ग्राम ऑफ अगर हम सॉल्वेंट लेते हैं तो उसमें हम कितना मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑफ सॉल्यूट को डिजोल्व कर सकते हैं. दैट इज़ व्हाट यू कॉल सॉलिबिलिटी. अब सॉलिबिलिटी किन चीज़ों पे डिपेंड करता है? इट डिपेंड्स ऑन 3 फैक्टर्स: नेचर ऑफ सॉल्यूट, नेचर ऑफ सॉल्वेंट, and temperature. So let us discuss these 3 factors.